The demonstration effect describes how an individual's consumption patterns change after observing the consumption patterns of others. Essentially, people are influenced by what they see others buying. This is often seen in the context of social influence, where people want to emulate the lifestyles of those they perceive as having a higher social status. Background. This concept is often used to explain consumption trends in developing economies, where people may try to imitate the consumption habits of those in more developed nations. It also plays a role in local level economics, where people try to keep up with the consumption of their neighbors. Example: seeing your neighbors purchase a new, high-end car might influence you to desire a similar car, even if it stretches your budget. 2. Veblen effect. Definition. The very tall man Jeschyl effect, named after economist Thorstein Veblen, describes the phenomenon where demand for a good increases because its price is higher. This is driven by the desire to display wealth and social status through conspicuous consumption. Background. Thorstein Veblen, in his 1899 book, The Theory of the Leisure Class, introduced the concept of conspicuous consumption. He observed that wealthy individuals often purchase expensive goods not for their functional value, but to signal their affluence. Example: luxury brands often rely on the Veblen effect. A designer handbag might sell for thousands of dollars, not because of its superior quality, but because its high price makes it a symbol of status. 3. Difference between demonstration effect and Veblen effect. While both involve social influence on consumption, they differ in their drivers. Demonstration effect focuses on general imitation of observed consumption patterns. Veblen effect specifically emphasizes the desire to display wealth through the purchase of expensive goods. 4. Giffen goods. Definition. Giffen goods are rare exceptions to the law of demand. For these goods, demand increases as the price increases and decreases as the price decreases. Background. The concept is attributed to Sir Robert Giffen, who observed this phenomenon in 19th century Ireland during the potato famine. As the price of potatoes, a staple food, rose, poorer households consumed more of them, as they could no longer afford other more expensive foods. It is very hard to find real-world examples of pure Giffen goods. Example: potatoes during the Irish potato famine are the classic, if debated, example. When the price of potatoes rose, people had less money to spend on meat and other foods, so they bought even more potatoes to avoid starvation. 5. Microeconomic goods. Superior goods. These are goods for which demand increases as consumer income increases. Example: organic foods, high-quality clothing, and luxury travel. Inferior goods. These are goods for which demand decreases as consumer income increases. Example: generic brands, public transportation, and instant noodles. Complementary goods. These are goods that are consumed together. An increase in the price of one good leads to a decrease in the demand for the other. Example: cars and gasoline, computers and software, and printers and ink. Substitute goods. These are goods that can be used in place of each other. An increase in the price of one good leads to an increase in the demand for the other. Example: coffee and tea, butter and margarine, and different brands of soda.